cafe anyway.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hey, it's Mike Matthews. Look who's here, everybody.
Hi.
It's lovely lady friend joining me on the show called Mike's Daily Podcast. We were taking a walk on this Sunday and had a great time, and we found this interesting park. I want to tell you about it. But first, let me say, hark, this is November, and I'm 1 week away from my birthday. I'm going to be 50 frickin' 2.
Oh. That's wonderful.
I'm lame.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
No, love. You're wise.
I'm wise?
Yes.
Like an owl?
Yes.
Hoo-hoo. Thank you.
Mike's
And you have the temperament and the outlook.
You're talking right over the singing part.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Oops.
You're saying temperament, and I'm like, don't talk over the people singing. This is my podcast.
You don't sound like an old man at all.
Guys, you're rootin' tootin'. What kind of riffraff is sitting on Bart right now?
Oh, that's Curmudgeon Mike.
Curmudgeon Mike just came out, everybody. Get off my lawn. I don't have a lawn. Oh, well. Oh, there's a shopping cart in front of the house.
Yes.
Though. Oh!
You're calling up the... Who did you call? The Contra Costa County? No.
Alameda County Public Works. Yes, that's who you call. Ghostbusters. Hey, I watched an interesting thing about Ray Parker Jr. He was talking about Ghostbusters, the song.
Right.
Which you might go, yeah, right, that's a stupid song. But actually, if you think about it, he made... This was his task. For a lot of money, we will pay you a lot of money if you write a song that has to have the words Ghostbusters in the title. And Ray Parker Jr., who was kind of like, and I see a picture of Prince over there at Cafe Anyway with his armpit hair showing.
Isn't it a great picture?
There he is, the sexiest man that will ever live.
He's like glaring at the camera.
Prince Nelson, right? Was that his first full name?
I don't know.
Wait a minute. And here's today's podcast picture part. Oh my gosh, that's missing.
What's missing?
And here's today's podcast picture. Usually that happens right there at the end of that song.
Oh, what happened to her?
Oh my gosh, where's Ariel?
What? Where?
Now we're making noises. That this is like vocal exercises. There's Basil doing his vocal exercises. Oh, here we go.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Wow, that's weird. It happened there. But, okay, yeah, Basil does not like this new setup at all.
No.
Does not like, he's curmudgeon about it. There he is. What is he doing?
He's being naughty.
Is he saying he has woman parts down there? Is that what he's doing? And then he's got his tongue sticking out?
Uh-huh.
In the purple jacket? Well, no, Prince. I think men in general can learn a lot from Prince. We really can. The guy broke all sorts of boundaries. He was, quote unquote, androgynous for a while. He had that symbol that meant whatever because it had the women. It was a mesh between the male symbol with the little arrow and the women's symbol with the little plus sign at the bottom. Remember, he meshed the two together, merged them?
Yes, the artist formerly known as that.
Do you know what song I really loved by him was, Baby, don't waste your time. I know what's on your mind. I couldn't be satisfied with a one-night stand, but I could never take the place of your man.
Was that early Prince?
Mid 80s Prince. So this is post Purple Rain.
Okay.
It was that huge album after it. Oh, was it from Under a Cherry Moon? Because he had that Cherry Moon soundtrack that had Pop, Life, Everybody Needs a Thrill. Oh, one of my favorite songs by him. I'm going down to Alphabet Street. I'm gonna crown her. The first girl I meet, I'm gonna talk so sexy. She'll want me from my head to my feet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't know that one either?
I don't.
What's your favorite?
Oh gosh.
Purple Rain.
No.
What's your favorite Ray Park?
The one that's kind of like.
Oh, Delirious.
Delirious.
Yes, that's fun.
I like that one.
Was that the same album that had?
I don't know albums, love.
Oh, you just know the greatest hits.
Yeah, pretty much.
My lovely lady friend, there's all kinds of chords around you. Are you going to be okay?
I think as long as I don't stand up suddenly, don't make any sudden moves.
Because you've got a cup of water there.
Yes.
You've got all these cords, electrical cords around you.
You see where this train is going.
Yeah, and you're kicking your leg all over the place. I see.
Yes.
You've got the wooden cat over there at Cafe Anyway. Catfe Anyway.
Yes. The Cat Cafe.
Aw. Meow. Well, let's see. Where was I going? Oh, Ray Parker Jr., he was told, you need to write a song that's got the words Ghostbusters in it. And he said, and this is a recent interview I saw. There's the guy, the professor of rock, who was interviewing him. He's this young guy with a hat on, glasses, kind of nerdy looking. Always wears bowling shirts. And he gets into the whole he tells them, hey, I bought your album because of that one song, and then that song wasn't a hit, and the guy's like Steve Perry or somebody goes, yeah, I don't know why that song wasn't a hit, but oh well. But he was talking to Ray Parker Jr. saying, how did you do it? He goes, okay. He goes, I wanted the song to have like a blues band, roadhouse, bar band sound. So he played with the guitar and did that. And he goes, if you think that's an easy riff to play, you're wrong, because you will always forget that I hit the chord on an off beat. And unless you practice, you'll get it wrong, he said. As we go outside a Cafe Anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley today.
Yeah, it was getting kind of stuffy in there.
It was. But now you're outside and it's sprinkling a little bit.
Fresh air.
With all these cords and the microphone, nothing's going to happen.
No, not at all.
We'll be okay.
I won't electrocute myself.
Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
So what he said was, the one other thing, there's a lot of elements to... So Ivan Reitman, the director of the movie, said, I need the words Ghostbusters in it. So he goes, how the heck am I going to do that? And he stayed up late. One night he saw an ad where it was like a plumber. When something doesn't flush, who are you going to call? And he goes, oh, that's it. Because he saw that clip from the movie. He got to see a rough draft of the movie before anybody else. And there was the part with the guys, Dan Aykroyd and everybody going, you can call Ghostbusters. And he goes, oh, who are you going to call? And then he goes, then I don't have to sing Ghostbusters. I will have a bunch of people say Ghostbusters in a chant. And that's what we all do when we hear it. Like kids, young, old, everybody goes Ghostbusters. And you don't have to be able to sing. And Ray Parker didn't have to sing it. And he made all his money.
And continues to make money off of that. But wasn't he sued by someone?
He was Huey Lewis. Because the song had the same bass line or something, or groove to I want a new drug, dun 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 dun. That same that dun dun, kind of like that drop. Somehow the lawyers for Huey Lewis argued that was perfect. That I mean, it was a perfect match, and the judge went along with it. But you think about it. Prince got away with it too. He sued Phil Collins for Susudio. Susudio. He sued Phil Collins because it has the same dun 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 dun.
Oh,
dun,
is that the
dun dun? I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me. There's a girl that's been on my mind all the time. Studio.
Okay.
So yeah, in the 80s, I don't think we were that savvy yet. Nowadays, I don't think they can get away with suing people and saying, "Oh, you ripped my song off." Even though I think Katy Perry got sued for her song Dark Horse, somebody said she stole that from them, but I think it got appealed. Anyway, Cafe Anyway, there's a great skit in Portlandia where Fred Armisen, who does a fantastic Prince impression, if you ever see it.
I have seen it.
In fact, that's what got him. I think he did that in his audition for Saturday Night Live. He was doing that in LA at Cafe Largo. Cafe Largo was this place I always wanted to go there. I never got to, but Amy Mann used to play there from Till Tuesday. Amy Mann's husband, who I love, Michael Penn, who's Sean Penn's brother. He's a great singer-songwriter. He was there. Fiona Apple performed there. John Brion, who does a bunch of the soundtracks to a lot of cool movies. They all play there. Oh, Greg Proops, the comedian. A lot of great comedians got their start there. But Fred Armisen used to perform there and do his... And he's very musical. He's a great musician. He's Seth Meyers' tour band guy, plays band director. He did the Prince impression. Oh, but on Portlandia, he plays the part. He does this little skit where he's a lawyer saying, "Hey, are you a musician? And you think that somebody stole your song? We'll sue him. We'll sue him." And he's like telling him like that little thing. Yeah, we'll sue him. So he knows all about that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the typical conversation between lovely lady friend and I.
I can't compete. A lot of I'm just like,
And I'm spent. Where were we today? What was that?
Well, I was going to say we had a nice long walk today. I know I'm spent just from that. I don't know if it's the time change.
Yeah.
Less light and it's colder, but I just feel more tired. Does everybody else feel that way too? Like more sleepy, harder to get up in the morning, just more tired.
Let us know. 336MM daily. 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews. Daily as in what this podcast is. The place we went to, by the way, is Judge John Sutter Regional Shoreline. And it's basically the base of the Bay Bridge, which you can cross the Bay Bridge. It's called the Alex Zuckerman Path, Bay Bridge Trail. And you can walk from Oakland to Treasure Island, Yerba Buena Island. It's a fantastic view. And nobody was there, basically. We were just a few people. And we'll post a picture from it. There's a little beach you can walk on underneath the bridge itself.
Beautiful. Well, there were a lot of people on bikes early on. And then as it started getting darker, it was just you and me. You're keeping an eye on the cords.
You are about to just knock everything down.
It's going to be a loud crash.
The cords are hanging from the roof, coming down to that microphone in front of your face.
Yeah.
I'm just going to ignore the... But yes, it was very beautiful.
Great views. Lots of bird life.
Yes. All kinds of sandpipers and pelicans, cormorants, seagulls.
Terns.
Carl Sagan. He was saying tiny nucleic acids. Then birds were formed, clams, small mammals, vertebrates, invertebrates, algae, phytoplankton, Johnny Carson, The Cosmos, Contact, William Devane, Willem Dafoe, Alex Trebek, may he rest in peace. Actually, they're both in heaven talking about all the smart stuff they know.
Oh. But he can only answer Alex Trebek in questions.
Isn't it ironic we lose Alex Trebek at the same time the country is veering into the absolute stupid zone with this whole anti-evidence? We don't need anti-science. We don't need evidence to prove that the election was a sham. I can walk into a courtroom and have absolutely no evidence at all and prove my case.
Hearsay.
You know those Trump lawyers were totally like given a big cheerleading speech from Trump.
Yeah, I think they did a couple of lines of coke.
And then they walked right in and, I could do anything.
Yeah, we could do this. We got this.
Ooh, it's a slam dunk. We're lawyering up. And then the judge is like, come on. We live in the real world. And then there are people on the right and I know this because that's my job, is knowing this and being on top of this. But and I have said, and the Republican Party needs to pivot and can't go into this stupid zone. It's going to hurt them in the long run. But they followed Trump this far, so they're going to follow him right off the cliff. So here's the thing, is the guy... Oh, last night I'm listening to one of the conservative talk show hosts has a guest and says, evidence, they didn't need evidence when it came to Russian collusion, and they didn't need evidence when they were impeaching Trump, and they didn't need evidence here and there, and it's like, whatever you're saying, you just have to stop and listen to what you're saying. Yeah. Evidence, science... Facts. What the truth will set you free. That's the most known. What did Abraham Lincoln say?
What did he say, Mike?
You can fool some of the people some of the time.
I don't know.
Some of the people all the time, but not all the people all the time.
Honest Abe. Was he that honest? Abe?
Well, I don't know if I can comment on that since I don't think I know him. And I have never written a report on him, but I did watch what's that movie called? Was it called Lincoln? Was that the Steven Spielberg?
I didn't see it, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I forget who played him. But anywho, we digress.
It was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and I think that's the last big role he did. And then he said, I got to get away from acting.
I could
not. Last of the Mohicans was so violent. It went on and on. It was fantastically shot.
Movie amnesia.
Ugh.
I vaguely remember watching that movie.
What movie did we see? Lady Bird.
Yes.
That was really good.
That was recent. I still remember it. It hasn't...
That was all about Sacramento and a young lady coming of age.
Her relationship with her mom.
Laurie Metcalf.
Yes.
I rather enjoyed it.
It was, yeah.
And she's Irish, the young girl, right?
She is, yes.
Her
American accent is pretty on point.
Before you completely lose the image and the memory of that movie, lovely lady friend, because you get that movie amnesia, similar to 50 First Dates. As soon as Drew Barrymore wakes up in the morning, she completely forgets her beautiful romance that has been budding with Adam Sandler. And then Adam Sandler has to reintroduce himself all over again because she has a short-term memory. So, what I'm going to tell you before you completely forget is... Laurie Metcalf's fantastic scene, and I don't know if that movie got any Academy Awards or not, but she deserved an Academy Award for the scene where she drops off the daughter and she's mad at her daughter. She doesn't want to say goodbye to her daughter. Her daughter's moving from Sacramento to New York, and they have such a close relationship, but it's hot and cold. And she doesn't even say goodbye to her daughter, and the daughter leaves with the father, and they go over to he checks her in and all that. And Laurie Metcalf drives around. You know how airports have that you circle back around to pick them up type thing. And within that span of going from one end to the other, she's going from I'm angry to, oh my gosh, my baby's leaving me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no.
What did I just do?
The look in her face, and it's all in her face, and it's one shot.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. That's the things that great actors are made of.
I agree. So. Love, do you think it's because of this that I'm moving around? No.
No, I think it's because you're moving around because you're full of energy and you're part Puerto Rican. Or you're all Puerto Rican.
Yes, as far as I know, I'm all Puerto Rican.
Let's wrap up the show with a little discussion about the fantastic Mercado man that I always forget his first name.
The fantastic Walter. That's how we used to say. It's Walter Mercado, but Walter Mercado.
Walter. It's hard for me, my Anglo mouth to do. Walter Mercado. That felt good.
Yes.
Was I anywhere close?
That was better. It was better, love. Yeah, no, that was actually pretty good.
So he was an astrologer.
Yes.
But he gave the astrology readings.
An actor. And a dancer.
Yes.
I didn't know any of that stuff. I just knew him growing up as Walter Mercado.
So how would
Your horoscope.
How would he sound? Let's say he was saying, because I'm Sagittarius, my birthday's next weekend, next Sunday. What would he say? Like, let's say he's saying you're going to have a prosperous new year or something. How would he say it?
Sagittario. And then he'd have, all this dramatic flourish, right?
A flare.
Este año, el año nuevo te traerá nueva energía. Prepárate, Sagitario, porque cosas buenas vendrán para ti.
Oh, muy bien. I don't know what to say. That was what other podcast are you going to get this on? Gracias, mi amor. Oh, yeah. What was the last thing he always said to people?
He would say, mucha paz y sobre todo, ¿qué? Mucho amor.
And what's that mean?
Peace and above all, what? Love.
And above all, what?
He totally did. He's like, what?
What?
Can I get a what?
Love. And that's all we want.
Walter.
We want people to be sane,
Yes.
to not live in a
yes.
fantasy world, to believe in the facts. Of course, this president has probably been fact-checked more than any other president. And you know what?
This is the presidency of alternative facts.
Because it's all fake news and
Right.
fraudulent votes. But, I say keep all the president's feet to the flame and let's
Absolutely.
fact check everything. It shouldn't just be
Absolutely.
him, but yeah.
No, I agree. But, it's the same thing we were talking about the other night. You cannot have it both ways. It's alternative facts whenever there's something in the news that doesn't exactly depict them in the nicest of light, in the most positive of lights, right? But it's fine when it portrays them in a decent light. So you can't have it both ways.
No.
Is it alternative only when it doesn't suit you? Right? It's fake news if it doesn't suit you, but it's fine if it does, make you look good.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Can't have it both ways, folks.
Hey, we're outside a cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley. The last place on earth. Look who's here. Hello, Mike Matthews. This is Chely Shoehart, gift shop supervisor. Hello, lovely lady friend. How are you today?
I'm good, Chely. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while.
I've been working really hard at my gift shop.
Oh my gosh, I bet. Does it get busier right before the holidays?
Yeah, because everybody wants to come in and buy stupid stuff. Seasonal stuff for their family because they don't know what else to get them.
Chely, what's the hottest selling item right now?
Right now, we're selling a lot of snow globes
Snow
that have COVID-19 in them.
inside of them. Chely, isn't that a little dangerous?
There's a lot of people that buy them.
What?
And let's say they're mad at the people at their family.
Okay.
Let's say because they have a political discussion that goes the wrong way. And they take the little snow globe and they throw it at them.
Oh.
And it breaks. And out comes the coronavirus. It's a coronavirus bomb.
It's a Rona bomb.
It's a Rona bomb.
Wow, Chely, who makes these?
My Rona bomb. I can't tell you who makes them because they'll get thrown in jail.
Oh, okay. All right.
But come by the gift shop and buy them. I gotta go. Bye.
Bye, Chely.
Look who else is here. Hello, Mike. This is Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer. Mike, I did not help her make those.
Okay.
Hello, lovely lady friend. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm so glad to see all of you guys. I know I've been away for a while.
It's great to see you, lovely lady friend.
Oh, Floyd, how have you been?
I've been good. I've been sweeping the floor.
That's hard work. Do you have one of those back braces? Those
A what?
belts?
Mike, I want a back brace. Well, you should go buy a back brace then. You should supply it as my employer. I am not your employer. Who is? It's Madame Rutabaga, I think. Okay, I'll go talk to her. Bye. I'm Floyd the Floorman. Listen, lovely lady friend, I'm John Deere the engineer. I think you need to keep those cords away from any water sources.
Okay, thank you.
And the way you're pulling that one mic cord, that microphone cord, not mic, but the microphone cord, I stand corrected. Don't pull that too hard because you'll rip off the roof of Cafe anyway.
Oh, we don't want that.
Because it's attached to that.
And I understand you helped to wire all of this, huh?
No, I gave Mike some pointers, but I did not do it. He did a shoddy job, shoddy engineering.
Oh,
hey, I am not an engineer, okay?
That's true.
Let's make that clear.
That's true.
There are people that think I'm an engineer, that think, just because he has a German background and he's been in radio a long time, he might know how to fix a clock, but I don't. Don't know how to do anything with electricity.
Oh.
I just know I did wire up Cafe anyway for the microphone and stuff. So, but you know what? You just you got to think logically and use facts and be logistical. And anyone can do it.
And keep water away from the wires.
Keep water away from the wires.
Kind of common sense, right?
Lovely lady friend, I feel like our time is dwindling. We need to just wrap up the show. Anything else you'd like to share with everyone?
No, just have a happy holiday, folks.
Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I don't think I'll be able to do a podcast on my birthday next Sunday because we're going to be busy, huh?
I'm kidnapping you.
She has a special little surprise for me.
Folks, you won't see or hear from Mike
for a while. She's taking me away.
Yes.
I can't wait to find out what it is, but I will, of course, mask up, as you all should.
You know, I have to say, I'm actually pretty proud of myself that I haven't spilled the secret. I'm horrible at keeping secrets, keeping a surprise.
Idea.
No, I'm great at keeping secrets. I'm horrible at keeping surprises. But if you want to keep a surprise, don't tell me. Because it's just too much to contain. Mm-hmm. And I spill it, but I haven't done that yet, so I'm really proud of myself.
That's why I put you into a state of hypnosis every night, and I hear all of your secrets. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. Well, I will reveal on the podcast what you actually did for me on my birthday when it happens.
Sounds good.
Sometime maybe around Thanksgiving, because it'll be at that point that I will know.
Yes. Well, yeah, you'll find out on Sunday.
Well, lovely lady friend, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
And everyone can, what do you do it? What do you call it? What do you do it? What do you say? Chime in. You can chime in if you call 336MM daily. You can also text that number, 3 + 3 = 6, MM as in Mike Matthews, daily as in what this podcast has been for a couple of days. And next show, it'll be the wonderful Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster.
Oh, wonderful.
But no...
no Madame Rutabaga?
No.
Oh, I'm a fan of hers.
She'll say, no. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, next time maybe she'll be on with you.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by, lovely lady friend.
You're welcome.
And that was episode 2154, 2154.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!